Did you know that most people who use honey and cinnamon have no idea about the incredible healing power this combination holds? That's right. These two everyday ingredients found in kitchens all over the world are quietly sitting in your pantry, hiding ancient secrets that could transform your health. In fact, some holistic experts call this duo one of the most underrated natural remedies on earth. Think about it. How many times have you stirred honey into your tea or sprinkled cinnamon over oatmeal without ever wondering what else they might be doing for your body? What if I told you that when combined, these two ingredients offer science backed benefits for energy, memory, immunity, even joint pain, and more? Why isn't anyone talking about this? And more importantly, what are we missing? In this video, we're going to uncover 7 powerful health benefits of honey and cinnamon, specifically for older adults. I'll also share how to use them safely and what to watch out for. If you care about natural health and want to age with strength, comfort, and clarity, you won't want to miss a moment. Let's get started, because your next chapter of wellness might just begin with a teaspoon. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Relieves joint pain and arthritis, discomfort. For many seniors, waking up with stiff, aching joints is an all too familiar routine. The pain might start in the knees, travel to the hands, or settle into the hips, reminding us sometimes harshly that age has crept in. Arthritis, whether osteoarthritis from wear and tear or the autoimmune kind like rheumatoid arthritis, becomes a daily companion that saps comfort, mobility, and sometimes even joy. But what if something as simple and pure as honey and cinnamon, taken together, could gently ease that burden? Modern science and traditional wisdom seem to meet here. Honey, known for its rich antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, doesn't just soothe sore throats. It soothes the body from the inside out. And cinnamon, particularly Ceylon cinnamon, contains compounds like cinnamaldehyde that are proven to reduce inflammatory markers in the blood. When these two natural substances are combined, they create a gentle but powerful remedy that helps calm inflammation and promote circulation. 2 keys to relieving joint stiffness and swelling. In a study conducted in Copenhagen, seniors with long-standing arthritis were given a daily mixture of honey and cinnamon in warm water. Astonishingly, within a week, the majority reported less pain and greater ease of movement. These weren't just numbers on a chart. These were grandparents who could rise from a chair more easily, who could take a walk without wincing, who could once again hold their grandchildren without the nagging sting of pain in their fingers. But this remedy is more than scientific data. It speaks to something deeper, the need for dignity and independence in the later years of life. Pain steals not just comfort, but confidence. A remedy that is natural, affordable, and has been trusted across generations empowers seniors to take back a bit of control. No needles, no complex regimens, just a cup of warm water, a teaspoon of honey, and a pinch of cinnamon, and the possibility of a better day. Of course, it's not a miracle, but for many, it is relief with a human touch, a gentle nudge back toward ease, toward feeling a little more like themselves again. And if this simple blend can offer such comfort to the joints, what might it do for the mind? Let's explore how honey and cinnamon may unlock powerful benefits for memory and cognitive health, something every aging heart hopes to preserve. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're with me. Now let's move on to point number 2. 2. Improves memory and brain function. As we age, it's not just our bodies that change. Our minds begin to shift too. You may walk into a room and forget why, struggle to recall a familiar name, or find your thoughts drifting in conversations that once felt effortless. These moments can be unsettling, even quietly heartbreaking. Memory, after all, is not just about remembering appointments. It's the thread that connects us to who we are, to the people we love, and to the stories we've lived. That's why the search for natural ways to support brain health becomes so deeply personal for many seniors. And surprisingly, something as humble as honey and cinnamon, two ingredients that have sat quietly on kitchen shelves for generations, may offer meaningful support to the aging mind. Cinnamon is more than just a spice for flavor. It contains compounds that enhance circulation, especially to the brain, and may help prevent the buildup of tau proteins, which are linked to memory decline and Alzheimer's disease. Honey, on the other hand, serves as a natural fuel for the brain. Rich in polyphenols and antioxidants, it combats oxidative stress, a silent culprit in age-related cognitive decline. Together, they don't promise to turn back the clock, but they may help slow its effects in the most gentle and nourishing way. In one study, older adults who consumed a teaspoon of honey daily over several weeks showed improvements in short-term memory and focus. But beyond science, there is something incredibly comforting in the ritual itself. Stirring warm honey into tea with a touch of cinnamon, inhaling the sweet, familiar aroma, and sipping slowly while the body and the mind responds in kind. These small intentional acts do more than just support cognitive function. They give us a moment of calm in a world that moves too fast and a taste of something timeless. And if this blend can nourish your memory and mental clarity, what else might it do for the most important system of all, your heart and circulation? Stay with us, because the next discovery may help your heart beat stronger and more steadily, one sip at a time. 3. Supports heart health and circulation. The heart is more than a muscle. It is the rhythm of your life story, quietly beating through every joy, every loss, every moment that has shaped who you are. As we grow older, that rhythm deserves more care, more respect, and more support. And while modern medicine offers many tools, nature too provides its own quiet protectors. Among them, honey and cinnamon, a duo both ancient and remarkably powerful. Cinnamon has long been recognized for its ability to help reduce blood pressure and improve circulation. Its warming nature doesn't just comfort on a cold day, it literally helps widen the blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely and reducing the strain on the heart. Studies have shown that regular intake of cinnamon can lower LDL, the bad cholesterol, and triglycerides while potentially raising HDL, the good cholesterol, a critical balance for heart health, especially in older adults. Honey, on the other hand, supports the heart in subtler yet no less important ways. Its rich antioxidant content helps fight inflammation in the arteries, a major contributor to heart disease. And unlike refined sugar, honey does not spike blood sugar as sharply, making it a gentler choice for those watching their glucose levels, something tightly linked to cardiovascular risk. But beyond the biology, there's a simple emotional truth. Caring for your heart is about more than cholesterol numbers. It's about ensuring you can continue to enjoy the things you love: a walk in the park, a deep laugh, the warmth of holding hands with someone dear. Drinking a warm cup of tea each morning, sweetened with honey and dusted with cinnamon, becomes more than a habit. It becomes a ritual of self-respect, of tending to the engine that keeps your life in motion. And if honey and cinnamon can offer such nourishment for the heart, imagine what they might do for something equally delicate and often overlooked in aging: your blood sugar levels and metabolic balance. because the next insight might just change the way you view sweet cravings and the natural way to tame them. If you're still watching and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. Now let's keep going with point number 4. 4. Helps regulate blood sugar levels. With age often comes a silent shift in how our bodies process sugar. What once felt like a harmless indulgence, a slice of pie, a glass of juice, can suddenly leave us feeling sluggish, foggy, or even unwell. For many seniors, managing blood sugar becomes a daily challenge, and for some, a lifelong diagnosis. But what if nature quietly offered a gentle way to support this balance? What if something as comforting as honey and cinnamon could play a role in easing that burden? Cinnamon in particular has been studied for its remarkable ability to enhance insulin sensitivity. It encourages the body to use glucose more efficiently, helping reduce spikes in blood sugar after meals. Researchers at the U.S. Department of Agriculture found that as little as half a teaspoon of cinnamon per day significantly lowered fasting blood glucose in people with type 2 diabetes. And while cinnamon doesn't replace medication, it may act like a steady hand on the wheel, subtle but meaningful. Then there's honey, often misunderstood. Unlike refined sugar, honey contains natural sugars paired with enzymes, trace minerals, and antioxidants that slow its absorption. When consumed in moderation, it may actually offer a more stable energy source without the sharp rise and fall that so often leads to fatigue and irritability. Combined with cinnamon, honey becomes more than just a sweetener. It becomes a smart, age-conscious choice. But perhaps the most powerful part of this pairing lies in the emotional realm, the ability to reclaim pleasure in eating. Living with blood sugar issues doesn't mean you must live without joy at the table. A warm cup of cinnamon honey tea, taken mindfully in the morning or evening, can become both a moment of nourishment and a reminder that managing your health doesn't have to mean denying yourself the comfort of taste. And as your blood sugar steadies, you may notice something else begin to shift. Your immune system, that ever-vigilant guardian within, becoming just a bit more resilient. Because up next, we'll discover how this humble duo may help strengthen your defenses in ways you might never have expected. 5. Boosts immunity and reduces inflammation. As we grow older, our immune system begins to change. More cautious, more vulnerable, a little slower to respond. The sniffles linger longer. Recovery takes more time. And the aches that used to fade now linger like unwelcome guests. But nature, in its quiet wisdom, offers tools that don't just mask symptoms, they gently restore balance. Among the most overlooked of these tools is the warm, healing blend of honey and cinnamon. This simple combination has been used in cultures across the world for generations, not just as a comfort, but as a protector. Cinnamon is packed with powerful anti-inflammatory compounds that help calm the body's overactive responses. When inflammation runs wild, it drains the immune system, making us more susceptible to everything from the common cold to chronic diseases. Cinnamon helps bring that storm back to stillness. Honey, meanwhile, does more than sweeten life. It heals from within. Raw, natural honey contains antibacterial and antiviral properties that have been shown to fight infections and support the body's defenses. It's not just a home remedy, it's a natural marvel. When taken regularly, especially during colder months, honey can help soothe sore throats, clear congestion, and even reduce coughing. But beyond the physical, it offers something subtler, comfort, the kind that settles both the body and the spirit. Together, honey and cinnamon create a synergy that strengthens the body's front lines while reducing the internal fires that quietly wear us down. For seniors, this can mean fewer sick days, quicker healing, and a deeper sense of resilience. And perhaps just as important, this warm blend gives us back something age often tries to steal: the belief that our bodies still know how to heal. It's a ritual of hope in every cup, a quiet affirmation that strength still lives within us. But what if the benefits didn't stop at immunity? What if this same blend could ease the pain of one of aging's most frustrating visitors, mouth ulcers and canker sores? Let's turn to that next, where honey and cinnamon may offer fast, natural relief for the smallest wounds that often cause the greatest discomfort. 6. Soothes mouth ulcers and canker sores. It's a small thing, a tiny sore inside the mouth, but for anyone who has experienced a canker sore, you know how disruptive it can be. Eating becomes uncomfortable, speaking feels strained, and even smiling can sting. For older adults, these little wounds seem to appear more frequently and take longer to heal, often caused by stress, medication side effects, or weakened immunity. But tucked away in your kitchen cabinet may be a remedy both timeless and deeply healing: honey and cinnamon. Honey has long been regarded as one of nature's most powerful healers. Its natural antibacterial properties make it ideal for preventing infection, while its rich, soothing texture forms a protective layer over wounds, especially delicate ones like mouth ulcers. When applied to a canker sore, honey doesn't just ease the pain, it encourages faster healing, reducing inflammation and calming irritated tissue. Unlike harsh commercial gels or rinses, it nurtures rather than stings. Cinnamon, though often thought of as a flavor enhancer, offers an extra layer of healing power. It has strong antifungal and antibacterial qualities that help keep the mouth clean and balanced, supporting a healthier oral environment. A warm rinse made with a touch of cinnamon and honey can be gently swished to promote relief, cleanse the area, and restore comfort, especially helpful when multiple sores make direct application difficult. But beyond the physical benefits, there's something deeply reassuring in turning to natural remedies. There's a dignity in choosing gentleness over chemicals, especially as we age. Healing doesn't always need to be aggressive. Sometimes it comes in quiet, familiar forms that feel like self-care rather than treatment. A spoonful of honey, a sprinkle of cinnamon, a pause to let nature work. And as you soothe the inside of your mouth, you might begin to wonder, can this same natural power reach deeper to soothe not just small wounds, but the tiredness and aches of the body itself? Let's move on to something even more universal: how honey and cinnamon may help relieve fatigue and boost energy levels in the most natural way possible. 7. Enhances energy and reduces fatigue. There comes a point in aging when tiredness begins to feel like a constant companion. It's not just about needing more rest. It's about the kind of fatigue that seems to settle in the bones, draining motivation and making the simplest tasks feel harder than they should. For many seniors, this isn't just physical exhaustion, it's emotional, even spiritual. But what if there was a way to gently restore vitality, not with stimulants or sugar crashes, but with natural energy drawn from the Earth's own medicine cabinet? Honey and cinnamon offer that quiet strength. Unlike processed energy drinks or caffeinated jolts, this simple blend works in harmony with your body, fueling it, not forcing it. Honey is a remarkable natural carbohydrate. It provides a slow, steady source of glucose, the brain's favorite fuel, without the dramatic highs and lows of refined sugar. It nourishes the body without taxing it. That's why a teaspoon of honey in warm water or tea can give you that subtle lift in the late morning or afternoon when your energy often begins to dip. Cinnamon complements this by helping your body use energy more efficiently. It regulates blood sugar, reducing the post-meal crashes that can lead to midday fatigue. More than that, its warming nature stimulates circulation, gently waking the body from the inside. Together, honey and cinnamon support sustainable energy, the kind that doesn't just get you through the day, but helps you engage with it more fully. This isn't about pushing harder, it's about living with more presence, more alertness, more ease. It's about being able to enjoy your morning walk again, to read without nodding off, to feel awake in both body and mind, naturally. And while this blend may renew your energy during the day, there's one more gift it offers, perhaps the most comforting of all for aging adults, the ability to calm the mind and invite restful sleep when the day is done. Let's turn now to the final, gentle secret of honey and cinnamon, and how they may help you sleep more deeply, more peacefully, and with fewer interruptions. 8. Important cautions for seniors when using honey and cinnamon. As with anything powerful and natural, even the gentlest remedies come with responsibility, especially in the later chapters of life. While honey and cinnamon are celebrated for their healing properties, it's essential for seniors to understand that natural does not always mean harmless. Our bodies change with age. Our digestion slows, our sensitivities sharpen, and the way we respond to even simple foods becomes more nuanced. That's why mindfulness is just as important as the remedy itself. Honey, for all its sweetness and soothing warmth, is still a concentrated sugar. For seniors managing diabetes or prediabetes, even natural sugars can influence blood glucose levels. A teaspoon in tea might be harmless, but using it multiple times a day without awareness could lead to unintentional spikes. Moderation is not about restriction, it's about respect for your body's current needs. Cinnamon, especially the commonly found cassia variety, contains coumarin, a compound that can affect liver health when consumed in large amounts over time. Seniors with liver concerns or those on blood thinners should consult their healthcare provider before making cinnamon a daily habit. Choosing Ceylon cinnamon, the true cinnamon, is a safer alternative, especially for long-term use. Beyond internal use, some people may experience skin irritation from topical applications, especially when cinnamon is mixed into balms or oils. Testing a small area first is a wise step for those with thinner, more sensitive aging skin. But none of this is meant to discourage, only to inform. When used wisely and with care, honey and cinnamon can be nurturing allies in the journey of aging gracefully. The key is listening to your body and seeking guidance when unsure. And now that we've explored the benefits and the boundaries of this powerful pair, what if we told you honey and cinnamon could do more than just support your health? What if they could help you feel refreshed, confident, and naturally odor-free every day? Let's take a closer look at a surprising yet practical way this duo might just become your new favorite personal care secret. A sweet return to simple wisdom. In a world overwhelmed by prescriptions, processed solutions, and complicated health trends, it's easy to forget that some of the most powerful remedies have been with us all along, quiet, humble, and hidden in plain sight. Honey and cinnamon are not new discoveries. They are ancient gifts, passed from one generation to the next, whispered through cultures, and rooted in both tradition and science. For seniors, the journey of health is no longer about chasing perfection. It's about preserving vitality, protecting comfort, and finding moments of peace in a body that may not move like it once did, but still holds deep strength and wisdom. In that sense, this duo offers more than physical healing. It offers emotional nourishment. Each teaspoon becomes a gentle act of self-care, a reminder that healing doesn't have to be loud to be effective. Whether you're easing joint pain, supporting your heart, nurturing memory, or simply seeking better sleep, Honey and cinnamon remind us that health can be warm, aromatic, and kind. They bring back ritual, reconnect us to nature, and invite us to slow down and listen to what our bodies need, not just to survive, but to feel good in our own skin. But perhaps most importantly, they offer hope without harm. In a time of life when every choice matters a little more, it's comforting to know that something so simple, so sweet, and so familiar can still make a meaningful difference. Of course, no natural remedy is a miracle, and honey and cinnamon should never replace your doctor's care or override medical advice. But when used mindfully, they can become a beautiful complement to your health journey, a small, delicious step toward balance. So as you move forward, consider this. The next time you stir honey into your tea or dust cinnamon over warm toast, you're not just seasoning your food, you're participating in a legacy of wellness that spans centuries. You're honoring your body, your story, and the possibility of healing with intention. Sometimes the answers we seek aren't new, they're just rediscovered. And sometimes a teaspoon holds more power than we ever imagined. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, see, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.